Peace, love, solidarity, and upliftment. Welcome to another AGM Perspective, where we discuss real issues in real time. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Press the like button, share, or hit the notification icon. Now, I wasn't scheduled to make this video, but I felt compelled to. Why? Because the provocateurs, they're getting out of hand. The slander is getting out of hand. There's videos going around trying to insinuate that NFAC is running a FBI ops. Let me make my point clear and my position. This is my perspective. Nobody's paying me to defend anybody, but I speak from the heart what affects me, what I see. The worst thing is the rifts in the Black community. That's what I don't like to see. But worst of all, I hate, or I shouldn't use that word, I dislike when there's no proof, but somebody, unseen hands, are moving the pieces to attack a Black person, a melanated person, for no other reason than to try to bring the person down because the person is effective, so they feel threatened. Now you have a defector from NFAC, a brother named Delta, supposed to be an NFAC general, was on a YouTube channel the other day as a guest on the Morris channel, trying to take credit for NFAC structure, the discipline of the soldiers, and pretty much trying to take credit overall for the accomplishments. And then he tries to paint the brother Grandmaster J in a negative light, like the man is an imposter, like everything that we've seen is fake, like it's just a facade, that the brother's not built like that. What I have to say to this brother is this. Then I'll address the FBI ops. They got another video that's out there floating around talking about NFAC is evolved as in a federal ops. So I'll address that also. As I said before, I wasn't scheduled to make this video or put out a video, but I felt compelled to come do this. I speak on injustices that I see, that I feel is unjust and uncalled for. Like I said, that's my motivation. So now you have this brother, Delta, NFAC general, defected. I don't know if the brother got kicked out or he had beef with the Grandmaster, or the brother just walked away. But I would have had more respect for the brother if he took his troops and just went and did his own thing. And just, if he had a disagreement with the Grandmaster, then you just walk away. If you feel that you're the one who added structure, discipline, and you taking credit for that, for NFAC's accomplishments, then go do you. Take your troops and do you. Start your organization. And if you that guy, then you're going to rise and shine. But I got a problem when you have a disagreement or you defect, and then all of a sudden I'm seeing you cutting down the brother that you was moving with, and you call yourself a general. I'm not behind the scenes. I don't know what happened. I'm going by what I see on this and what I hear. Now, if I'm wrong, correct me. But I don't think I'm wrong. Another thing is, if you didn't like what you've seen and you think the man is an imposter, a Grandmaster, you think he's an imposter, then when you defected, shouldn't a lot of the people that was moving with you feel the same way? Wouldn't they have come forward and announced their displeasure or whatever when you did, to give more gravity to the situation, to give more credibility to the situation? I have been in organizations where I don't like or I don't agree with the direction the organization is going, and I step back and let the organization go where it needs to go, where they feel they need to go. I step back. But I don't kickstand in nobody's face. I don't try to dirty nobody's name. If I don't agree with the direction, then I get off the train. But I can't call myself a general in a movement that I was riding with, and then try to destroy all that's been built. So you're saying everything is a lie. All the accomplishments that has been gained or obtained is a fraud. All that's a fraud. So what we're seeing from NFAC is an illusion. NFAC being on the world stage is an illusion. I think not. I think not. Then let me address this video about this FBI ops. For those who don't know, and might not be familiar with basic operating procedures, let me tell you something. When any law enforcement organization run an ops, especially the FBI, right? They try to identify all the actors that's participating in illegal activities that violate the U.S. statute, right? U.S. laws. When you violate U.S. laws, federal laws, the feds get involved. They launch an investigation. Everything you put in the garbage is suspect. They can use it against you. Your emails, your communications, everything that's damaging to you will be used when you're apprehended. Every post that you make on social media, if it helps their case, will be used also. So first, they identify the perps or the players or the actors, whichever way you want to put it. Next, they identify the strength of the organization, meaning the numbers. So they want to know who, how many, and who they know and who they associate with or affiliated with, who their allies are, right? Okay, now, bear with me. So they identify the actors, they know the strength and the numbers and their affiliation, right? Then they want to know where each actor is located. So when they're ready to put their hands on you or come for you, they know where to look. They know when to come seize you, right? And this is the thing about the feds. When they come for you, all the actors, all the participants, they're going to move on everybody at the same time. They're going to synchronize the attack. They're going to come at the same time. So if you got 80 people acting in concert, they're coming for all 80 at the same time. So one can't warn the other one about what's going down and then the other one will just disappear and vanish. No. They try to nip it in the bud by coming for everybody at the same time. You got different units posted up, and when they give that call sign or whatever, everybody they converge and they put that dragnet on you. They apprehend everybody, right? So like I said, now this is what ops look like. The feds is not worried about nonviolent organizations. When they start hearing, you want to kill this and kill that, the first thing they're going to do, or in the process, they're going to put their spies in there. They're going to send some brothers and some sisters to infiltrate. People who know their weaponry, and they seem sincere or whatever, they know how to get close to or get into an organization and blend in. And sometimes what they do is they find out who are the most violent or who have the propensity to violence, and they get close to them individuals. And sometimes they agitate certain situations to promote the violence or act like they're promoting the violence. So when you go do the act, everything is documented. They are the witnesses against you. And you fried, you done. So now you tell me, if this brother was running if NFAC was running a FBI ops, as these propagandists are trying to insinuate, if he's running ops, come on, man, he could, you know how many people want to go blaze something? All he have to do is give the word. And all these jokers that's going to go blaze something, they'll catch them right in the act because they know where they're going to be at, when they're going to be there, what they're driving, what they're going in, or whatever, how they look. Come on, man. Stop it, man. You see, these people that's putting out this propaganda, they think people are stupid. They think people weak-minded. They think people don't know how to analyze and think. So they put this out, and if they put enough of it out, weak-minded people will start believing it. You understand? They're the same tactics Hitler used. Propaganda. Joseph Goebbels, propaganda machine. You say something long enough, people stop believing. People stop believing. You see, if you don't read and you don't learn and you don't have knowledge, then you could be easily fooled. You could be easily fooled, people. That's why it's very important to know what you're up against and what you're dealing with every day. Know all the players, know their capabilities, know how they operate. Now, somebody might come and say, how that brother know how the FBI operate or how law enforcement operate? He must be law enforcement. He must be an agent or whatever. Don't try it. You're gonna make yourself look stupid. Don't try it. You're gonna make yourself look stupid. That's all I gotta say. So people, when you hear these things and these assaults against NFAC and the Grandmaster, take it with a grain of salt. Don't believe everything you hear. And believe some of what you see. Use your reasoning power to weigh truth from nonsense. Don't be easily deceived. So it's NFAC running the FBI ops. Get the bleep out of here. Never in a million years would I believe that, because I know better. Understand me? You look at all the organizations that have dealt with extreme violence, and all of them basically came down the same way. Infiltrators, FBI plants, acting as if they're down with the organization, do minor things to win the trust of the organization. Then when they have the trust of the organization, they're brought into the inner circle. When they become part of the inner circle, they're privy to certain information. And that's how they destroy the organization from within. Study, people. Study. Study. That's how all these organizations was infiltrated and destroyed. Or the X factor is one member of the organization get captured and he plead deals for a lesser sentence or whatever, and he give information about the inner works of the organization. But even when that happens, you have agents that infiltrate, that seem like they're down for the cause. Like a lot of them that be in my comment section, you know, they preach that violence, they preach this and that. I'm a this, I'm a that. I'm ready to put in this work, you know, just say the word, this and that. Now, if I was a fool, I don't condone that. But if I was a fool and say, all right, brother, let's hook up and let's do something. From the moment I acknowledge that hookup, I'm basically putting myself in the net. Everything I say from that point on would be used against me. You understand? That's why the Grandmaster is so intuitive and intelligent. The brother knows that as long as he stands on that square of truth and legality, as long as he stays within the parameters of the law, he's straight. I'm not saying that they won't send people to try to gather information. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying certain people might not be used to manufacture evidence or used to maybe used to testify against a brother lying and manufacturing evidence. But see, one thing about that, all the pieces have to fit. When you manufacture, a lot of times these cases as manufactured, brothers don't have lawyers, so they can't fight it. Then they go by this reputation that the feds have a 98% conviction rate, 98 or 95% conviction rate, and that defeats people right there at the door. Because what they'll do is this. Say you're facing 30 years, or you're facing life. They'll offer you 30 years, cop out. That one time, take this 30 years and don't go to trial. And you, your lawyer, if he's not with you, he's going to tell you, listen, the Fed's got a 98 or 95% conviction rate. If I was you, I'd take the 30. At least you can see the street again. But if you get that natural life, you never see daylight again. These are the things that they do. These are the games that they play. So the majority of brothers take that 30 instead of facing that life. Now, some of the cases is beatable. But when you have a conspiracy case, 3 people conspiring to do something, it's hard, especially if they have a witness against you that's trying to cut a deal, and he's going to come in and say anything that he needs to say to be free or to get a lot lighter sentence. You understand me? So it's very difficult, man. So you have to know how to walk, and you have to stay within the parameters of the law. You have to be very, very, very careful. That's why a lot of people have so much to say about the Grandmaster. They don't understand the pressure that this brother's under. They don't understand where is the head that wears the crown. They don't understand how that being in that position, man, it comes with a whole lot of responsibility. Because anything that happened with NFAC, that brother will be labeled as the head. So any punishment or whatever, any investigation launched against NFAC, that brother will be named as the head. That's why it's important to support this brother, stay behind this brother and the organization, as long as we know that the brothers is functioning within the law. They have accomplished so much and accomplished a whole lot more. There's different stages to this game. Yes, guns are needed to gain attention. With the masses and the numbers behind this organization, we can get our own candidates or our own politicians to lobby for our rights. There's different levels to this game, but if you don't know how to play the game, you will be played out. Anybody could pick up a weapon and pick targets and hit targets, random violence or whatever. Anybody could do that. But when you have to navigate through the system and become victorious, everybody can't do that. That's the difference. I look at what has been accomplished by NFAC in a short period of time. That's why I put my weight behind the organization on my platform. And give my honest perspective. Take it or leave it. Peace and love and solidarity. Black upliftment.